Thank you. Thank you very much, Daniela, for a great hosting. And we will start now I'll just hide the video panel and the floating meeting. We are going to start our last fourth section of the Launchpad. This is actually one of my favorites because it is really forensic networking. And here we are going to talk about forensic post-tour. And this is so important. I've seen so many people put so much effort in the process of making a list and contacting people and bringing them to presentation, but not knowing how to do a forensic post-tour process. And it really turns your tour excitement into real results. So let's get into it. Take your pens, take your papers, and really follow this section because this section, from my point of view, is the most important. It's the one that allows you to add this new customer, to add this new partner properly. And I guess in a way, it allows them to add themselves. So let's start. Okay, a fail-proof process to convert your prospects, which is why we're here, right? So remember, for presentation, important, arrive early. Everyone is looking at you. Your prospects are looking at you. Your partners are looking at you. Arrive early with your prospects. So you have time to build like and trust, enjoy the other leadership, the other prospects in the room. Arrive early. Okay, big deal. Next, very important, introduce your prospects. Introduce them to as many other distributors as possible. The more action, the more partners, the more they will feel a part of the process. Avoid the back seats like the plague. Okay, always come early and always get the front seats so your prospect is direct line of sight with the speaker. And it shows that you're eager. It shows that you are a good partner to follow once they decided to join you, right? So avoid the back seats. Okay, secure the front row. Stay in the room with your prospect. Very important. I've seen so many people. They come, they leave the prospects, they go outside, they talk on their phone, they do. This is the worst thing that anyone can do. Okay, so keep it really simple. Stay in the room with your prospects. Okay, arrive early, introduce them to other people, avoid the back seats, stay in the room with your prospect. Arrange with the presenter to invite you to share a product or a business testimony, right? So your prospect can see that you're taking part, that you're getting on stage, that you're sharing a testimony. Very, very important. Okay, now head nod, applaud, and constantly respond to the questions that are asked by the presenter. Be the most excited prospect yourself. If you're excited, your prospect is excited, they will be a part of it. Everything will start falling into the right frequency. Okay, those six are very important. Let's go to the next ones. Okay, at the end of the presentation, assess the room energy. Okay, after the tour, see what's going on. Start the post-tour process and the post-tour survey in the room with the other prospects. Okay, though if the room is not in high energy, no people, I don't know, a sleeping presenter, um, maybe other negative prospects in the room, if you see the energy is not high, take your prospect to a coffee shop nearby, maybe organize another one of your leader or two to also meet you at the coffee shop and create a high energy in the coffee shop. Okay, though if everyone will follow the forensic post-tour process, right, arrive early and do everything we spoke about, you will always have a high energy. And that's really important. Okay, very important also for you and for everybody else, when somebody joins, welcome the new launches loudly for others to hear, because that gets the room all happening, right? Somebody is in the middle of a post-tour survey, and suddenly they say, "Hey, welcome to this guy. Hey, welcome to Linda. She just joined us." And what they're gonna feel? they're going to feel like they want to join the party. Otherwise, this thing is they're going to miss out, right? So make sure that you welcome your new launches loudly for others to hear. Okay. When leaving the meeting, make an effort to say goodbye to other distributors so your prospect can see that we're a family, that we're connected, and that they will not just have a business, they will have a new cycle of friends, a new family, something we're all the time looking for. We like to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. Okay. And number 10, momentum is everything in the post tour phase. Remember, if in the post tour, the last section, if the momentum is high, everything will happen. People will not be able to not join you. Okay. So those are very important 10 steps. Okay. And now we're going to talk about the post tour action plan itself. Okay. After the tour, it is important to translate the excitement and the curiosity, okay, you've generated into meaningful next step. So let's go over this again. Okay. After the tour, you want to translate the excitement and your curiosity that you've generated into meaningful next steps. Okay. Let's go over them. Answer questions. Very important. The more question your prospect is asking, the more they're selling themselves, the more they feel comfortable, the more they don't feel like somebody sold something to them, but they control the process. They've made the choice, right? Number two, offer a promotion. Opion's Global, our company, always has built a system, promotions, endless. So offer a promotion, get them even more excited. People like to feel that they're about to win something, gain something, right? Offer a promotion. And recommend the lead package. Do not be shy. You can recommend. They can choose another package, no problem. But recommend with pride the lead package, right? We are the number one privately owned fashion house in Canada. We have the most incredible pieces, right? Why would somebody not invest $4,500 and receive $10,000 back in return on their money to go and do shopping? Christmas time, right? So recommend the lead package. Do not limit your prospects by your own thoughts or fears or what you have in your bank account or what you think about them. No, present, recommend the best package. And if they choose a lower level, that's fine, no problem. But recommend the lead package, okay? One thing I see too many people miss out on, please don't miss out on that. Fill out the post tour survey. The survey really allows you to be in a position that you almost don't want, you don't have to ask the questions you don't want. The survey will do the job for you, and we will go through the survey very shortly. But fill the survey. It is the best support you can have for yourself on that phase. Okay. And most important, the last, give them a thank you gift card. We have an incredible portal for gift cards. People love gift cards. They like to get something and know why I can go into a shop with 1,000 products and get something nice for myself, right? So thank them for coming. Thank them for their time. Thank them so they don't feel like you're only nice to them because they've joined you. No, irrelevant. Thank them anyway, because even if they didn't join you as a partner, if you give them the gift card, most likely they'll go in there, they'll buy something, and they might turn most likely to your customer. And in the later stage, maybe again, they will join you as a partner. Okay. Give them a thank you gift card. It's very, very important. Why the post-tour survey is so important. As I said, okay, it opens natural conversation to understand what resonates most with your prospect. It increases like and trust. It provides an easy transition to discuss the next steps, the next, right? It positions you as a professional and a consultative, not pushy. Okay, so a consultant versus a salesman. Okay, it is it's a very, very important part that. So I'll say it again. It positions you as a professional and a consultative, not pushy. Okay, you're there to consult, to help, to guide, not just to make a sale. And that's a very important part. Now, it also, the post-tour survey increases the closing rate by guiding prospects towards a decision, right? They are guided through the survey, and it really makes it easier for new people that don't really know how to guide or how to ask all the right questions. All they have to do is, again, follow the survey. And most important, the prospects, when they do that survey, they're already thinking about, if I have to do this, right? Wow, thank God I have a survey that will help me with mom, with dad, with friends. It all goes in their mind, right? The new survey, part one. So you can feel some of the reasons and the power. I love this survey so much. Okay. Decision that shapes tomorrow. One, I would like to earn an additional income of X per month. Gets them to start thinking, dream building. I recognize the advantage of positioning myself in a booming health and wellness market with products that stands out in quality, stands out, right? Much better. Three, I would love to unlock the tax benefits that come with owning a home-based business. And as you can see, they have the option, yes, no, yes, no. This is leading them step by step. Okay. I understand the power of putting my savings towards assets that that appreciates, whether in precious metals or fine jewelry, such as an engagement ring, right? Or this beautiful timepiece that only goes up in value. Okay. Yes or no? Does it interest me? Does it not? Okay. And the smartest move I can make is to launch now and position myself as an opulence global partner in the ever-growing fashion, beauty, and wellness industry. Yes, I'm interested. No, right? Same. Part two of the survey is obviously the packages that they have to choose how to start with. Okay. And as you can see, they have all the details of the LED, the Lifestyle Advisor Plus, the LED, Lifestyle Advisor Plus, and Brand Partner, as you can see here. Okay. And of course, then the value, the prices of the packages, the purchase discount that they are going to receive with every different package, and all the different benefits. How many shopping credit ultra they're going to receive, how many free shopping credit for retail value, wholesale value. It shows everything, okay? And you have to take them through it, right? Step by step. I'm not going to take you through it today, otherwise it's going to be a bit longer than we want to, but I'll give you an idea, okay? So Linda, now we're at the second part of the survey, which is to choose the best package to start with. Remember, the higher the package, the higher the value for our money, the more we get for our money. Okay. And the beginning package, really the one that uh, most people really only enter if they are such financial difficulty and they want to upgrade after a week or 2 weeks, so they can start as a brand partner. As you can see, for 344 Canadian, they get 20% discount versus the 37 on the other packages of 30 of the Lifestyle Advisor. Okay, in shopping credits, they will receive 299 in retail value, which is 210 in wholesale value. Okay, and I take Linda through the packages. And then I take her through the Lifestyle Advisor Plus, and I say the most recommended, the highest value anyone can have is the Lifestyle Advisor Designer Experience. You pay $4,495 and you get almost $10,000 for the value. You get the highest discount rate. You're going to get that discount from the first day one, and you're going to get 4,500 in shopping credit ultra, which in wholesale it's 3,150. Plus, you're going to get another 2,000, right? And another 2,000. So, as we said, not only close to $10,000 in value, plus $100 gift card, but also you're going to get a fairy timepiece, a brand new timepiece. That means today you can leave with a timepiece. And if you're not in Canada, in the 10 days, you're going to get it, right? maximum residual income weekly 60,000. We take Linda or a prospect through the section, and then she can tick which one she wants, which package aligns best with your goals today, Linda. And she can tick for me, right? That's between her and the survey. And the last part, okay, the new survey, part 3. Ready to make it happen? This is what we spoke about, energy and momentum. And my prospect is now, I've done it all right, forensic style, and they're ready. And I ask them, or the survey will ask them, ready to make it happen? If the best time to launch is always sooner rather than later, when do you believe is right for you, Linda? And then she can tick. Now, 48 hours, 7 days. I'm okay with whatever she ticks. Remember, I'm there to lead her through the process. And I always tell my prospects before they make this choice, I tell them I'd rather make 1% of the effort of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. And I tell them it's not mine, it belongs to John J. Paghetti, J. Paul Paghetti. So, yeah, energy. Remember this, we're talking about the most important part when we speak about the post tour. And especially if you do it the forensic way, right? Uh, the rest will happen. And when I said the rest will happen, that means Linda has now joined me. And when Linda, my prospect, has joined me, before I send her home, there's one thing I want to do with her to solidify our partnership, our moving forward, our working every day. And that is the forensic promise list, a personal and accountable commitments. Okay? Linda, I would recommend that we'll sit now, have a cup of coffee, and let's set your promise list. Most people will endeavor to keep their promises, right? Just ask yourself how many goals you set that was achieved versus how many promises you made that was kept. We find it much harder to break our own promise than to say, I set a goal, I didn't achieve it. So goals for many humans are like fantasies, something that will be nice to get to, but they don't really believe they'll get there. A promise is, I promise to myself, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do LD1 at this date. I promise I'm going to make my promise list with my next prospect, right? Promises are harder to break than goals. Let's get started and set your promise list today. This list is something you keep and update all the time. It doesn't stay stagnant, okay? Here are some reasons for creating your promise list. You can create multiple promise lists, one for your business and one promise list for your life, and you can even do another promise list for your health. Remember, a promise represents your word, while goals are often just wishes. Your business targets will shape the life you lead, okay? And a promise list is personal, so you can design it as you see fit. One, when you think of promise lists, what are some of the things that I want to promise to myself? Might they be backup for my job insecurity? As we know, the jobs are not very secure. So I want to have something that if I lose my job tomorrow, I have something to back me up, right? A supplement for my income, pay my debts, decrease stress, which makes most of us so sick, more family time for me to have, right? A better home or pay a mortgage faster, a dream car or a vacation. I want to have control of my retirement. I promise I'm going to have control over my retirement. I promise I'm going to have more savings. I promise I will pay for my children university tuition, right? So all of those promises, make your own, design them for yourself. Those are ideas and points that most of us would like to promise to ourselves and achieve them, okay? Including number 10. Now, I'm going to stop our recording and I'm going to open, as always, the call to questions from all of you, okay? And until then, please, when you have the first opportunity, okay, go back to the recording, of this last section, the forensic post tour of the Launchpad, watch it again, okay? And I'm telling you that if you use all the knowledge that you have received through the last 4 weeks in this Launchpad process, you're going to have a massively successful business. Okay, let's move on and to the billion, all of us. And remember, if there's one thing we want to finish, this is one company, one team, one dream, one system, so we can all duplicate and follow. And that is how we go to the billions. Take care. Bye-bye to everybody. As usual, I've had so much fun with you, and I will see you shortly, soon.